Okay, this is a general oracle card reading for the Aries for next month, December 2018. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it's like a one-size-fits-most thing, not a one-size-fits-all. Also, not one sign has got all negative people in it, and then has another sign has got all positive. Hi, babushka. You know, every sign has got negative and positive people. I would consider the majority of people, though, to be mostly positive, but every now and then they do something a little nasty or tell a little white lie. So just because something negative, like a negative card, pops up, it doesn't mean you're a negative person. It just means you might be having one of those little moments. Also, keep in mind that, you know, each Aries is going through different stages in life. So if it doesn't resonate with you this month, it might have resonated last month, might have resonated. Maybe it will resonate next month. You know, because it's a general reading, so it's really not going to be specifically tailored to one person. But yeah, so just keep that all in mind, and I'm going to try to get to your reading now. Alright, the Wise Woman of Wonderland, Integrity, Compromise. And yeah, I did all the shuffling before I start recording, because yeah, it's just easier this way right now. So as a way to save time on my phone, I have to shuffle and then do the reading. Okay, sorry, I'll get on to it now. The Wise Woman of Wonderland, Integrity, Compromise. Now this card, I usually, because it says Wonderland, you know, naturally it's going to make me think of Alice in Wonderland. And it says integrity and compromise. So I think of somebody who is like Alice in Wonderland. You are trying to stand in your integrity, and everybody around you is just fucking crazy. And then some of them want you to compromise your integrity and who you are. And it doesn't mean they're a bad person. They just may have another version of integrity than you do. They may have a different practice than you do. Kind of like when it comes to religion. Somebody praying before they eat, that's in their integrity. But then when you got an atheist, they may, you know, not pray at all. They may just think nice thoughts like, thankfully I have something to eat. And maybe they don't think anything at all. Now, does it mean one of them is out of integrity? No. Both of them are quite grateful they got something to eat. One of them prays and one of them doesn't, but it doesn't mean one of them is out of line of integrity. Now, the atheist could get mad at the religious person and be like, why don't you just eat your food? Or the religious person could be mad at the atheist and be like, you should pray before you eat. And that would be compromising each individual's version of integrity. And it's like, no, everybody should have the freedom to appreciate their food the way they do. You know, I have some friends that are atheists. I also have friends that are religious, in different religions, I might add. Like I'm friends with some pagans, I'm friends with some Christians, even friends with some witches. I'm not really sure what religious doctrine they follow, but, you know, because witchcraft, you don't really need a religious doctrine. It's just a practice. So I do know different religious kind of people and even atheists, so I can't say any of them are evil or bad people. None of them are. They're different personality, and they have their different versions of integrity. You know, so it's just saying, you know, maybe stand in your integrity and do not compromise, even if everyone around you is telling you to compromise. And it could mean that you are in integrity and you're around a bunch of crazy fucks. I mean, they are out of integrity. And you know, because there is a way to be out of integrity even if you have a different version. You know, like some people that do not take care of their fellow human beings, those that harass them, or, you know, just vindictive and spiteful. I mean, it doesn't matter what faith or lack of faith you have, or what religious faith you have or don't have. I think most of the human race can agree that is not integrity. So you might be surrounded by people that are compromised in integrity. And it could mean you yourself are compromised in your integrity. And this card is telling you now it's time to get back in alignment with integrity. It's time to stop compromising that. So But do take what resonates, because, as I said, not one sign is all positive people and then one side's all negative. You know, depending on the kind of person or personality you are, you know, that card and that energy can affect you differently. Some of you might be compromising your integrity. Some of you might be in a place where you need to start standing in your integrity. And some of you might be in a place where people want you to compromise your integrity to fit their integrity. And you shouldn't do that. You know, so pretty much that's what I'm here to do, is just give you different versions of what that card could mean, and then you kind of just take what's going to resonate, alright? Damn, I am thirsty. Shoot. I gotta admit, the doctor's got me on some medication right now that dehydrates me, so I'm all like freaking thirsty all the time. Alright. The sacred union, partnership, romance. This could mean that you're starting to develop a little crush. It could mean you have met the person you are about to be in a relationship with, maybe even marry. Could mean engagement. Could mean just feeling a deeper connection with the person you're already with. But this is a sacred union card, so it does involve love in some manner. And it's not the self-love card, because I have a card that means self-love to me. This is the card of, yes, romantic feelings. So, okay. The Desert Prince, survival, false promises. This card can mean that you have been lied to and you are surviving those false promises. It can be something emotionally personal, and it can be something not emotionally personal. And what I mean by that is, like, it could have been a friend or family member, someone you trusted, and they fucked you over. And now you're hurt and broken and just like, who can I trust? You know? But, you know, we've all been lied to, the most of us. I would say probably everybody's been lied to multiple times in their life. So we all can understand what this feels like, being lied to and surviving those promises, because it's a lot of heartache. And how it can be surviving a false promise that isn't personal is like when you were promised a job that they didn't give you, or promised a raise they didn't give you. Maybe even promised that you wouldn't lose a job and then they fired you. That in itself can be surviving a false promises. Not emotionally though, but more so I would say mentally stressed, because if you were promised a raise, you may have been preparing how to keep that paycheck balanced. You know, how much money was going to what bills and how much would you have left over, maybe actually to have a little fun for once. And, you know, maybe you were promised a job. Again, you might have been planning the financial. Then again, maybe you don't. I'm kind of weird. I just realized maybe I'm the only one that does that. When I know how much I'm getting, I plan ahead. I'm all like, okay, this can go here and this can go there. But either way, you know, you have to, like, survive the stress of that broken promise. As for which one it is, I don't know. But it also can mean that you're surviving your own false promises. You're the liar. I know some people will be like, how can somebody survive their own false promises? You know, liars get whatever they want. Do they? I mean, they lose friends, they lose family, they lose a lot of things because of lying. And then they end up suffering the consequences. And some people that are just downright a liar, they never learn from the consequences. But somebody who is not a liar and you did lie, you know, this isn't a habit you're into, but you did do it. You may be surviving those false promises right now. You may be suffering the consequences. And I would hope you're learning from them, because that's a good sign that you are not a liar and you do work on bettering yourself and you learn from the lessons, you know, you learn from the consequences. And I'm sorry if you're suffering from surviving your own false promises, but if you're learning from it, that's a good thing. All right. Oh, the ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. That just means the evidence and the facts are already there. Maybe something that you're seeking an answer to, or something you want to know an answer to. The facts and evidence are already there. You just need to pay attention and, I don't know, like, give credit where it's due. You can see it already. But sometimes we have self-doubts, we have self-fears, and You know, we're afraid of it being too good to be true, so we ignore it because we're like, nope, 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 I've been there, done that, it hurts. And then we create all these false, fearful illusions in our head and stop ourselves from having something good. And then other times it's something bad and we're afraid of losing something good, so we just plainly ignore it because we don't want to see it. We're like, no, 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 this is good, it's not bad, it's good, it's not bad, I don't want to see this. And it's bad and it's not good. And you're letting yourself get manipulated and hurt and all kinds of shit that you shouldn't allow yourself to be put through. So, you know, I don't know how this energy might be fitting you. Only you're going to know that. You know, but if it is something that isn't good and you are straining and draining yourself trying to believe there's something good when there's not, it's time to let go. It's time to let go. You know, and time to move on and create something better in your life. As for where is it fitting in your life, I don't know, only you're going to know. And if you're scared because you're afraid it's too good to be true and it can't be real, then the card's telling you it's okay. Trust, have a little faith, jump in there, take a leap of faith. It's okay. I know you're scared, but everything's going to be good. You know, and now that I think about it, this card did pop up too, so maybe this is what you're afraid of. You're afraid it's not going to be real love. The card's telling you it is. It is real love. Trust what you're sensing in your intuition. Trust the signs and signals that are already around you. Trust it. You know, it even could be about the compromising card here. Maybe there's signs and signals that you need to recognize people are asking you to compromise, or you have compromised, or people are asking you to compromise your integrity to fit theirs, and it's telling you don't do that. Don't compromise your integrity, or get yourself back in alignment with integrity. You know, and this card could be focusing on both of those other cards. So yeah. But yeah, that was your reading. I do hope you enjoyed. If you don't, it's fine. I do flash the cards and allow you to use your own intuition of what you feel you think the cards mean. So. Alright, Aries, you have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening whenever you're watching this, and goodbye now.